parenting advice?
My best parenting advice? They're smarter than you think. They're listening more often than you imagine. And your job, eventually, I find, is to pay attention to who your child is becoming as opposed to trying to make them into who you think they should be. And I would say, because there's so many data points there that you don't know about. There's so many data points going there that you don't know about. And the fact that the child isn't conforming to your expectations has nothing to do with the child's proper development. It has to do with your expectation of that. That, and the best advice I ever got was from Maurice Sendak when I interviewed him. And I said, what do you think is important about raising a child? And he said, just love them unconditionally. And that's what I try to remember, is that at the very least, just love your children. I'll tell you, are we ready to go? I'll tell you one quick story about your child being smarter than you think. Is that so? My darling wife Evie, as you were so accurately identifying her, my darling wife Evie, when our youngest son John, who is now 6'1" and a sophomore in college, when he was about a babe in arms, kind of hold his head up, but that's about it. I come home because I used to work 7 days a week, essentially, because I didn't know what would hit. I didn't know where, in this business that I'd chosen to do, where most people are unemployed, I had to keep working to see which one of them would turn into something, which one of them turned into the Colbert Report. And here I am now. But I'm working on a Sunday, working on a book, I think, with Paul Dinello. And I come home, it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm just doing sort of a morning riding in the city. I come home, and the children have just destroyed her. She's a grease spot. And I say, give me that baby, get out of here. Go call your friend Diane, go see a movie or something. Go see Amelie or something, go see that. And she goes, I can't leave you here. You've working 7 days a week. They're gonna tear the flesh from your bones. And I said, I think I can handle 3 little children. She leaves. 5 minutes later, they've torn the flesh from my bones. I have a 6-year-old, I have a 3-year-old, and I have a babe in arms. Those are the kids right there. 5 minutes later, I am screaming at them. They are crying. My daughter, 5 minutes later. And my daughter turns to me, she runs up to her bedroom, and I follow her up there, and Peter, my middle son, follows me. I'm holding the baby in my arms. And she turns to me from her bed. She goes like, why are you yelling at us? I said, because it's my job as your father to discipline you. Why do you have to discipline us? I said, because if I do not discipline you, if I do not teach you how to behave, when you're older, you will be animals and no one will want you around. And I said, so I have to teach you. So she pauses for a moment, and she looks up at me from her tear-stained pillow. And she says, this is how you teach children? By making us cry? 6 years old. And I did the thing she didn't expect. I burst out laughing. Because I knew I had lost. I had lost maybe for the rest of my life every argument with her, and I kind of have. Yeah. I had lost so magnificently to my daughter that I laughed, and she didn't expect that, and that made her laugh. And then Peter started laughing, and then the baby started giggling, and then we all just jumped up on her bed, and we read stories or something like that. But that was it. You're not going to win. You're not going to win. All right, let's go.